Welcome to Subramani. I'm going to talk about how to keep improving regularly, or like they say, trying to improve 1% every day, or whatever, those minor small steps which add up to a great number. Exactly what we call SIP or compounding. It works everywhere. It works in your health. So when you tell people that why can't you run a marathon, say then I can't run. I can maybe walk, but I can't run. But nobody could run on day one, right? I mean, as a kid, maybe you could run, but suddenly if you're 40 years of age or 35 years of age and you find that, oh my God, I can't run. But there are other mad people in the world who run 240-kilometer races and 450-kilometer treks. So, well, there are mad people. I am nowhere near them. I can't run. I can't run 5 kilometers to save my life. That's exactly what you do. But that's not the way to look at life. The way to look at life is to say, okay, today I'll walk 1 kilometer. Tomorrow I'll walk another 100 more meters, and then I will go to 5 kilometers. Slowly I'll start jogging. I'll buy myself a good watch and I will see how many minutes can I jog. It's not about distance, it's about time. Then slowly you build up muscle, and slowly you're doing 5 kilometers, and suddenly you're doing 10 kilometers, and when you do your first 42, you're scoffing at those people who did 5. Remember, people who did 5 are the great people who are better than those potato couches who don't come out of the house. Why did I give this example? Is to start by saying, how can you be a better person on a day-to-day basis? It doesn't matter whether you're an entrepreneur, employee, boss, assistant, doesn't matter. Step 1, which anybody will tell you, and I'm going to tell you a little differently, is books, right? How else can you get to to a Ramakrishna Paramahansa or a Swami Vivekananda or M.K. Gandhi or Jawaharlal Nehru, anybody? To know them, you have to read them. That's the only way. They are not alive. So, right, you're not going to be able to reach them. So, whether you want to read about Buffett, or whether Charlie Munger, or any of the big writers, big people who are alive, who are dead, who are far away, you can't reach them. The only way is to read them. But having said that, I'm saying one more thing. Even if you have read any of those books and today you're not very sure, you say, I read this One Up on Wall Street. I don't remember. Pick it up, read it again, think about it, ponder about it. Because buying books is easy. Saying that I have these books is even easier. And then collecting the books and keeping them is the easiest, right? But the question is, do you remove them? Do you read them? Do you apply them? That's very important. Not everybody tells you. Everybody tells you read a book. To me, reading a book is not important at all. To me, reading a book makes sense only if you're going to read it, understand it, implement it, right? All the 3 steps are needed. Like I call myself a best-selling author. I've sold 2 lakh copies of a book. I don't know how many people have read it and implemented it. For me, it works that I write a book. For you, it works that you bought it. And it works well for your bookshelf because it's there. But the question is, do you read it, assimilate it, and apply it, right? Doing all the 3. Now, reading books is not the only way, because today you will have book summaries available. You will have people talking about doing podcasts on books, people doing discussion on books, right? So if I find a good fund manager and I want to sit and talk philosophy with him, I can also talk books with him. So that video could be available, and everything is available today. You don't have to sit and read every book that is written. It's very difficult. Even reading just books on golf, or just reading books on cycling, or just reading books on investment is not easy. There are just so many books written. Just reading books on sales is not easy, right? You have to at least take a book, read it, and make sure that you implement it. So the first step is, yes, reading is important, but not necessarily books. You can read blogs, you can watch YouTube videos, right? All this, like the one which you're watching now. So you can do that. It gives you deep understanding of a subject if you read, but it does not mean that watching a video or something does not give you a deep understanding. Of course, it gives you deeper understanding, and you must thank YouTube, because it'll keep throwing up connected to that. So have a deeper understanding of some subject. Pick up something new also, because it exercises other parts of your brain muscle which you don't use. So pick up anything, philosophy, music, dancing, anything. Pick up an art, learn an art. So that is again very useful. I mean, dancing, you may not be a great dancer, but it will definitely improve your fitness level, right? If you do drama, the way you communicate will improve. So you enjoy your drama, and you realize that a lot of the drama comes into real life play also. So you could go and learn drama and then start using it. So you will have deeper understanding of any subject. Pick up some new subjects, maybe pick up a new language, whatever is useful, whether it is useful in your business or in your personal life, right? So keep doing all those things, all that is really useful. So you will have a deeper understanding of whatever you're doing, good relationships, all that is. Pick up some topic and have constant discussions, right? Many of my friends have learned about cryptocurrency from their children. That's a great option. If you're 45 years of age, you're 50 years of age, your kid is 21 years of age, don't tell the kid, oh, crypto is not for us. Look, I've created wealth doing equities, you don't touch crypto. Because it's 20 years later, 30 years later, if crypto is a big success and equity is not, he's going to curse you or she's going to curse you. It's not to say you encourage them to do whatever, but I think asking your kids about crypto makes more sense than trying to ask your peers, because all your peers will say, "Kya kuch samajh mein nahi aata hai, pagalpan hai, itna fluctuation hota hai." There is something about crypto. Go there, learn. I'm not saying you put your money. If you've got 10 crores, put 10 lakhs. You can't really get killed by losing 10 lakhs, right? Because you have 10 crores, or whatever number you are comfortable with. You're comfortable with 5 lakhs, put 5 lakhs. You're comfortable putting 5,000 per month, put 5,000 per month. Say, I will not look at it for 5 years based on what my son is saying or my daughter is saying. And end of 2 years, 3 years, if you think that the amount should not have been 5,000, it should have been 50,000, change the amount. If you think the amount should not have been done at all because you have not understood or you have not made money, or you don't like the gyrations being too high, fine, perfectly all right. But at 5,000 you can't really die doing that. So make it 50,000 and see whether you can take that volatility. You can't take the volatility, stay out. Do you need to do it? No, but it's a good way to learn, is to say, let me sit with somebody who is an expert and from him or her I will learn. So it could be a great music teacher from whom you're learning music. It could be your children from whom you're learning about crypto, or it could be your 22-year-old gym trainer who is teaching you about muscle and strength building. Could be anybody. Pick up any topic, go deep, try to understand, keep questioning, ask for clarification, right? Do all those questions. That also improves you as a human being. Definitely one thing going from there is make sure that your day that you're diversifying. You spend time on a lot of things. You spend time with your children on some of their topics of their interest. If you are interested in cricket and they are interested in football, that's great. If you're both interested in cricket, that is good bonding time, right? Make sure your wife sit and talk about everything under the sun, including your investments, right? Talk about attitude of people, talk about change, visit people. Perfectly all right to go and visit people. Of course you need to ask them for it, but take an appointment, make sure that you meet people, visit people, go and talk to them. Suddenly you might find a business opportunity, you might find something else, you might find somebody 10 years older than you moving to a senior citizen home. Then you find out more about them. In fact, that's one great thing which a friend does, is tracking two people. One person 20 years older than him and one person 10 years older than him, and talking to them constantly, helping them, saying, look, this is how I am going to be when I am 20 years later or 10 years later. So let me look at them and copy them. That's a good thing to do. So some people are doing that. So again, diversify your day. Make sure that you're doing a lot more things which you didn't know, learning new things, going and helping a senior citizen with their bank deposits or mutual funds or whatever, right? Even if you're a senior citizen yourself, you can help a super senior citizen. You're 60 years of age, help a 70-year-old. You're 70 years of age, you help a 80-year-old, right? Everybody needs all that. Then whenever you have read a book, discuss about the book, talk to somebody about the book, do a book summary, right? I've asked many people to do book summaries for my blog. Only one person did one book. That's it. After that, he also disappeared. So it's not easy for people to read and write. And so if somebody reads and writes and creates a book summary, I'm happy to carry the book summary in my blog. I run a blog called subramani.com. A lot of old stuff is there. I'm not writing anything new, but it is there, it is visible. You can go and see about 1700, 1800 articles are there, or maybe even more, right? Go and have a look at whatever you have learned, review the information that you have, see whether it is useful. Also understand some skills go out of fashion. If you go past a temple, which is say a Maharashtrian temple, you will see some people sitting and singing abhangs. You go to Tamil Nadu, you will see fine people doing katha, right? They're narrating the Ramayana or the Mahabharata and things like that. They're standing in groups and doing. When you look at them, they look like they've been reduced to penury. But remember, 25 years back or 50 years back, this was talent which was sought. Today they have no career, no future, right? So they have to adapt. Similarly, in your business, you have to adapt. Some business to which you're catering may itself vanish. So adapting is very important, and adapting can happen with learning. Humility to understand that you don't understand many things which are happening in the world, right? The humility to understand that. The humility to go for advice on topics which you don't understand. Don't pretend because you're a good cricketer you will understand finance. Not true. You may be great in one field, but you may be very much wanting in another field. I know almost all the Indian cricketers today have a strength training coach, right? Strength and endurance training. So they do all that. They find out what is to be done, how to keep your reflexes sharp. You need to do exactly the same thing. Though you're professional cricketers, they're doing it in cricket. You are a professional businessman, you need to do it in your business. Write down your ideas. This is a very important thing. If you're investing, write down all your investment ideas. If you're a businessman, still write down all your learnings on a day-to-day basis. It's not easy. Not very many people do it, but that will all then evolve. Go and admit to your past mistakes, right? So I used to assume that every year 10% gain by the dollar was a given in the 1980s because I'd seen that happen, right? Don't make assumptions and think, just ask questions. That is the only way you will allow yourself to change, right? So don't get stuck on some dogma saying, oh, this is what will happen, that is what will happen. Not true at all. There are a lot of changes happening in our country, a lot of it for the good. Some may be for the good, may not be good for the good, right? So go there, change your mind. You may not have liked something, you may now like it. Just go and adapt. Say, okay, this was my mistake, and now I will relearn the same thing. Thank you.